Hello, 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 hello. I am Shay Rippinger of Head to Hoopla, giving you a little preview of some leveling up techniques with the hula hoop. Okay, welcome to the Hoop Love Y'all Show. I am your host, Shay Rippinger of Hip the Hoopla. Thank you so much for being here, spending your time here. The theme of this episode is level up, and I'm going to give you 3 ways. We're talking about health, humor, and hooping, and I'm going to give you 3 ways to help improve your techniques for leveling up, and also give you a laughter yoga exercise, a nice cool side twist, and then also I'm going to give you a hoop tutorial where I'm going to show you different levels and actually throw in the move that I just showed you with those techniques, which is a hoop float. So stay tuned for that. Alrighty, let's get started. If you're new here, welcome. If you're one of the fans of the channel or the Hoop Love You All Y'all show, thank you so much for being here. And if you're brand new here, let me introduce myself. I am Shay Rippinger of Hip the Hoopla, and I am a certified laughter yoga leader. I am a hula hoop instructor. I also coach, teach, perform, and make custom professional hula hoops. So I do all that. I'm also a longtime humorist. I've been a cartoonist. I've been a professional columnist, humor writer, and all kinds of good stuff. And also worked at, we had a health food store in our family. And hence why my mission is to help wise-minded women get happy, healthy, and more holistic with humor, heart, and hula hooping. So that is my goal, my mission. And I'm so happy that you're here. This particular show is dedicated to Jenny. Jenny, I know you're new to all of this, and I just want to welcome you. And welcome to anybody who's new to this circle, whether you're new, whether you've been here for a while, or you're somewhere in between. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. All right, let's jump in with the health portion of the show. The first segment is the health. So I'm going to give you some 3 tips of what I find to be really helpful for a way to level up. So what do I mean to level up or leveling up? And that means but sometimes we stay in our comfort zone. And that is a nice, safe place to be. But to jump to the next level, you have to jump out and move out of your comfort zone. So we have to step out of our comfort zone to level up, to jump to the next level, learn, grow, develop, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, my number 1 tip is to get 1% better. I have to constantly remind myself of this. When you're only concentrating on, instead of improving every single thing that's possible and never giving yourself any credit for the good stuff that you're doing, if you just try and get 1% better at what you're doing. I remember when I first started this show 3 years ago, and I'm already on episode number 125. Wow. Yeah. So, but when I started, it was way more of just an open concept. I hadn't honed in my skills yet for video, and I'm still learning. I'm still improving SEO. I'm still, which is search engine optimization, so that hopefully you find this video, asking you to share this video, asking you to subscribe to my channel, remembering to do things that sometimes I remember to do them, sometimes I don't. Like I remember to do the dedication at the beginning of this video, which is awesome. And improving, doing a demonstration of the hoop moves so that you want to stick around to the end of the video and learn the health, the humor, which is the laughter yoga exercise, and then also the hooping as well. So and hopefully that I entice your interest enough with humor and edutainment, if you will, that you will want to learn things that you may not be familiar with and want to just check out what I have to say on it. And it might be interesting. It may reinforce some things that you already know. It may remind you of those things, and it may inspire you to grow and develop those things as well. And if you didn't know them to begin with, then you just might add some more new things to your toolbox. So it's all good. So getting that 1% better. So it's not about doing all the things, but just picking out one thing. So for instance, maybe on this video, I tried to smile more and really bring that across on camera, and that might be the one thing. I've actually already worked on that, and it does take some effort to do, so I have to remember to do that. Another 1% better is to enunciate. I have learned that if I want my closed captions on my video to be anything like what I say, what I've actually spoken, the words that I've used, then I need to enunciate quite vividly. So it's another 1% thing. And then I try and add in all those 1% things, and hopefully then those 1% things aren't new anymore. They have become habit. So that's the goal. And so try just leveling up to just 1% better, whatever you're doing. If it's hooping, maybe it's stop looking down at the floor. If it's hooping, maybe not T-Rexing the hands, but opening up the arms and dancing, bringing up the posture. That could be a 1% level up. If you're at work, maybe it's just the commute to work. Maybe you just find a better route. And by better, I mean maybe it's more interesting. Maybe you improve your route to get to work with your commute by listening to an audiobook. And so you're learning something. I've learned languages in my car before, and that's a lot of fun. And it's time that you're putting towards something, so you're improving. So I just taught a little girl how to say "come si chiama," which is what's the name of this in Italian. And so because I tried to remember it, then now I know it. So now it's part of my toolbox. But yeah, so now I'm encouraged to learn more Italian so that I could teach our little neighbor girl some Italian. So now I have an excuse to learn more Italian besides just learning it for my own benefit. So 1% better. That's number 1. Number 2 is surround yourself with inspiration. Now, I came up with this hashtag of hoopspiration a long time ago. And so I think it's caught on a little bit. And those are things that inspire me with hooping. So hoopspiration. Let's see what closed captioning does with that one. So, but the inspiration of things that, when you are learning something, sometimes you don't even know what you don't know. And when you find out that not only does this thing that you dream of exist, but that somebody else has been successful at it, then use those rungs of that ladder and go with that. That can be your inspiration. That is a really great thing to do. There was a runner a long time ago. This is a long time ago now. Nobody thought that they could break the 4-minute mile. And then I believe it was Roger Bannister who broke the 4-minute mile. He was the first one to do it. And then the next year, don't quote me on this, but I believe it, several more people had broken the record. And now it's just like a training standard. So because so many people have done that. So that inspiration, everybody's built on that inspiration and created their new inspiration out of that. Their inspiration and motivation. So, yes, surround yourself with that. So put it all around you. I have these fun things all around me. Like this one says, do something creative every day, and it's in glitter. So, I see this out the corner of my eye. I have all kinds of positive messages. Those to me are inspiration. So, however that may look to you, it might be looking for videos that inspire you. It could be looking to people that inspire you, which brings me to my third point, and that is to get a coach, a instructor, or mentor. So when you want to level up, these are important people to have in your life. So when you get a coach, you don't have to sit there just pecking at all the information trying to find it yourself. A coach or an instructor can help. So you might need to pay for that. There might be some free available, but if you seek this great information out, that can shortcut greatly your path of learning. So instead of figuring out everything all over the place, all over the map, you can get from point A to B or point A to Z in a much more linear line than trying to do all this yourself. Believe me, I've tried. And when I go to a class, I learn a lot more and faster. So time is valuable. Your time, your energy, your money is all valuable. So exchange out some money, exchange out some time, and learn in an exponential way, at an exponential rate, which means you'll just get there faster, better, more quality. Hopefully, that's the idea at least. Alrighty, so those are the three things of how to level up. Okay, now I'm going to give you a laughter yoga exercise. This is called a side twist. Now you can do this without a hoop or with a hoop. I'm going to first demonstrate without a hoop and then with a hoop. Or shall I? Actually, let me demonstrate with a hoop so that you see the technique, because that technique is better demonstrated. So, but you don't have to have a hoop with this. So what this laughter yoga technique is, first of all, take a nice deep breath in. Inhale, exhale, roll the shoulders back, keep the body nice and lifted. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start one side. So we're going to, if you have a hoop, you're going to have the hoop at the sides at the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock positions, and you're going to twist over to one side. So right now I'm twisting over to my left, and then I'm going to inhale, and as I inhale, I'm going to do a side twist, bringing the arms up. And then as I exhale, I'm going to come back to that original starting position, and then bring the arms down as I laugh, or at least smile, all the way down. So I'm going to inhale this up, and then exhale, smile, and release it down. Inhale it up. Exhale, smile, and release it down. Inhale it up. Exhale, smile, and release it down. And then we're going to go over to the other side. So I'm going to start over to the right, twist it over, and then I'm going to take this up to the left. So I'm going to inhale it in, twisting up to the left, and then exhale, release it out, laugh it out. One more time, inhale it up, and then exhale, release it out. Now, in case you don't have a hoop, let me show you what that looks like on that third breath of bringing it up. So you're going to bring this up, and then exhale, release it, and side twist it down. Let's do a couple more of those just so you see it without the hoop. So you can just bring the arms up. Inhale it in, and then smile, exhale, and twist it out to the side. Inhale it in, and then smile, twist, and exhale it out to the side. And then go back to that original starting position. We'll do this without the hoop on that side, and just do 2 breaths over here. And inhale it in, reaching it up to the right, and exhale, side twist to the left. And last time, inhale it in, and exhale, release down to the left. And so after laughter yoga exercises, we take our hands together, we clap them together twice, and we say very good, yay. So try this with me. Very good, yay. Very good, yay. Alrighty, so that is the laughter yoga exercise. That is segment number 2. Hey, look at us checking off the whole list. Now, we are going to move to the next portion, which is how to level up, which is the theme of this show. And also, by the way, this is the last of the series. This is number 5. Yes, number 5 of the My Favorite Hoop Things series. So, yes, enunciating My Favorite Hoop Things series. Alrighty, so this is how to level up. Now, what do I mean by level up? I actually mean changing levels, okay? So there are 3 main ones to do that are quite simple, and then I'll just throw in, just tell you the other 2, which makes 5 total, and then we'll cover the middle 3. So the middle 3, so when you're hooping, ways to literally level up or just change levels is to get up on your toes. That's going to give you some height. I'm a little bit of a petite person, so going up on my toes is really helpful. So, and it will also add to my extension and height. So if I level up by going up on my toes, I will add some height. Also, by changing levels, you're adding variations and interest to your hooping. So variations are very important, especially when you come to hoop ruts and you're like, I don't know what to do. I've been doing the same thing and it's just driving me nuts, and I'm bored and I'm at a plateau. So changing your levels is one way to spark some interest in the elements of hooping, so that you can maybe do the same things but still have an alternative or variations to do those with. So leveling up, first thing is to go up on the toes. So just try going up on the toes. The middle level is the level that we hoop at or dance at normally. That's just standing on the feet, just straight flat feet. Pretty easy, right? So this is basically like a neutral position, if you will. Now, just to give you a little technique on this, this is a dancer technique and also a boxing technique as well. So a lot of people, for dancing, I've taught dance for over 30 years now. A lot of people, when we stand back in our heels. So we kind of rest back here, and sometimes we have this lousy posture. And when we need to move, we have to shift our weight forward and then move up on the balls of our feet. Okay, so what I offer you to do is to change that up just slightly. So this neutral or on your feet position, on flat feet position, what I want you to do is shift the weight forward slightly. You don't have to lean it all the way over, but just, so if I'm like resting on the back, on the heels, and I've got all my weight just sunk back down in kind of this, lazy posture, I'm going to instead shift forward slightly. And what you're going to try and do is bounce a little bit up on the balls of your feet. So I'm going to demonstrate with, let's see here, stocking feet here. So instead of just being flat-footed like so, you're going to come up on the balls of your feet just slightly, ever so slightly, so that you can kind of lift your heel off the floor. I'm only doing that so that you can see that in the camera. But that will give that a little lift, and that will keep your middle or neutral position in a better state, so you're not constantly shifting to be able to move to the next position when you're dancing. And it's also really good for boxing because you literally stay light on your feet, so because you're moving around a lot. So yes, that's very helpful. So you didn't know you'd get a martial arts lesson in here either, did you? But yeah, my martial arts training kicks in as well. So yeah, behind here I've got, I think I found 4 of my black belts. Or no, 3 of my black belts. I'm a 4th degree. So anyway, they're behind the curtain here. So anyway, alrighty. So going up on the toes is level number 1. Being neutral, or at least on the balls of the feet and kind of flat-footed, is level number 2, a neutral position. And then level number 3 is bent knees. So I can change these levels just by doing these 3 things. So the bent knee is exactly what it sounds like. You're going to bend the knees slightly. Now, on this position, what I want you to do is it's not just about bending the knees, but tucking the pelvis underneath a little bit. And you're going to pull the abdominal wall back. So this is all part of that good dancer posture. And this keeps your body in alignment, which keeps your body safer and more healthy for longer, so you can do all the physical activities that you want. If you have good body technique but good body mechanics, this is very helpful. So tuck the pelvis under just slightly. You don't have to be all the way out here with this. Just tuck it underneath. So this is kind of neutral if I'm sticking my tushy out a little bit, and I'm just kind of like slumped over like la 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 la. Yeah, I want to raise it up and bring that abdominal wall in and tuck that pelvis underneath, and that's nice, good dancer posture. And then bend your knees. So this is good posture. And it also is more beautiful to watch because you have good posture technique, and it is a lovely thing. It helps complete your lines. It makes you look like you're almost doing this effortlessly. Yes, it does take some effort to do this, but you're just going to look more graceful doing that when you do your dance and hoop technique. So those 3 things are really helpful of different ways to change levels. And then I'm going to give you 2 more that I'm not necessarily going to cover in depth here, but I just want to have you just know about them. So you had the up on your toes, the neutral flat on the feet, and then bending the knees with the pelvis tucked under. And then, so the top of the line there is leaping off of your feet. So that could be a jump. So you're going to get even more height than if you were up on your toes. You can really leap up and over. So when you do that, that sounds so funny. What you're going to do is when you lift off, you're going to go from heel, ball, toe, and then when you land, you're going to come down toe, ball, heel of your foot. So you're lifting up that way, and then coming back down with and when I say toe, you're not landing on top of your toes like this, but you're landing so that your foot can gently come down on the ball of your foot right here, and then come down on the heel. Because when you jump or leap, if you're just landing on your heels, you're going to jam all your bones and joints and ligaments and muscles all up into each other, and it's going to be a hard impact. So what I'm trying to have you do is come down and up, nice and gently. So you're coming up, down, up, down. Okay. So and then that's actually the top of the level. So when you're leaping, you're coming up on the toes, you're flat-footed, bent knees, and then you can go completely down to the ground. So that is, again, something I'm not necessarily going to cover here, but what you can do when you go to the ground, I'm going to demonstrate in my chair, is you can do foot hooping. So from the ground, you can do all kinds of dancing, but you can totally do some foot hooping. This is where socks are not your friend with a slick tape hoop. Anyway, foot hooping. Okay, so pretend I'm on the ground. You've also changed levels. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that. I'm not going to cover foot hooping right now. Maybe in a future show. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed those techniques of how to level up. Now, let's go into our little nutshell recap here. And that is, we covered the theme of this show was level up. And we had already covered the other 4 steps, which were hoop goals, on body, to hoop both ways. The third one was off body and on balance. And the 4th one was putting it all together. So these were all covered in shows previous to this. I will link to a playlist so you can catch up on the shows if you'd like, and I highly recommend it because they all interlace with one another and intermesh, and so you'll learn lots by watching the whole series. So, and more hooping as well, and different laughter yoga exercises also. So it's just win, 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 win. So those were the 4 that led up to this show of Level Up, and we covered in this one the 3 ways, the 3 techniques of how to level up. 1% better, just get 1% better, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. 2, surround yourself with inspiration. And 3, to get a coach, mentor, or instructor to help you grow in your journey. And to also move from your comfort zone, to get out of your comfort zone, you've got to leap to be able to get to the next level. You've got to step out of your comfort zone. I'll stick that quote in the show notes here. So, yes. And then we did the side twist laughter yoga breath. You could do this with the hoop or without the hoop. So without the hoop, we inhaled it in. We did a side twist, so we twisted over to the side. So I'm twisting over to my left. and then we're inhaling it in, twisting it over to the opposite side, and then twisting it back in the same direction that we came from, and exhaling and releasing it out while we laugh. Inhale it in, and exhale it out, releasing it out. If you're doing this with a hoop, you could do this with a hoop float, and you can take this over to the side, inhale it in, and then exhale and release it out. Inhale it in, and exhale and release it out. So that was the laughter yoga exercise that we did, and then we did the hoop levels, and so we actually covered 5 hoop levels, which was to leap or do the jumps, and I told you a safe way to do that. So remember to toe ball heel and heel ball toe, from releasing from the ground and then coming back, and instead of jamming all your weight on your flat foot and jamming all your joints and bones together, you're going to come down toe ball heel nice and gently, and with a bent knee, with bended knees. That's really important so that you don't jam up all your body parts, because that's no fun. You get injured that way. So we want to stay away from injuries. So yeah, so jumping, and then we did up on the toes. So jumping, whee, up on the toes, neutral position, which was flat-footed, but also staying up on the balls of our feet. And then we did the knees bent with the pelvis tucked underneath, abdominal wall in, knees bent, and that changes the level. So whee, up, middle, knees bent, and then the last one, the 5th of those variations, is to go down to floor level, and you can do foot hooping from there if you like. So there, we covered a lot in this show, as always. So I like to give you some helpful information and make your time value. Hopefully you've found value in spending your time here, and hopefully you can incorporate some of these things in your hoop dance practice or your dance practice. You know, put on some tunes and just dance, hoop dance, whatever, and enjoy that time that you get. It can be a nice little break. It can be a stress reducer. It can help detox, de-stress, and increase your happiness and hormone levels of all of your happy endorphins. So good serotonin in the brain, endorphins in the brain, in the body. That's all good. So dancing, learning, smiling, laughing, these can all do that. And also, by the way, that laughter yoga exercise that we were doing with that laughter, it's a fake it till you make it laugh, and that helps oxygenate the body. So if you are dealing with any kind of sickness, or you just want to stay well and improve your immune system, make sure to take lots of deep breaths. And the easiest way to do that is to laugh. Laugh, laugh, laugh. You take big inhales and big exhales as well. So that is an easy way to get high quality oxygenation, you know, without having to spend all the money to go to an oxygen bar or suck in oxygen from a mask or whatever. You could just do it with laughter. And fun little fact, I actually tried this with my mother-in-law's pulse oximeter. Anyway, it's a little finger thing that it's a meter that measures the oxygen levels, and it goes on the end of your fingertip. So, and it checks your oxygen levels. And just to test it out, I put it on my finger, and then I started laughing, and I watched the numbers go up and up and up and up. So if you, that is I wouldn't have believed it until I saw it myself, but it was a fun thing. So if you ever get near, you know, the next time you're at the doctor's office, test this out, and then have the doctor tell everybody about this, how to raise their oxygen levels. So, because caring is sharing, whether it be this video or telling your doctor some great information that they may not have known about. So this is good stuff. Good stuff, people. Yes. Alrighty. So hopefully you learned lots. Hopefully you've enjoyed this time. And hopefully you like it enough to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. And if you find that you might want to share this with somebody that you care about, somebody who might find this information useful, somebody that could really use a bright spot in their day to help get through the things that they're going through that might be dark, hard, or challenging, or they just need some growth, then please share this with them, because it might be the little 1% that they need in their day that might help them to their next level. So consider that. Be a good friend, be a good family member, and be a good community member by, sharing this information somehow, some way. You could even just tell them a tip from this video. But if you share this video, they can watch it for themselves and get their own golden nuggets. So you might have gotten your golden nuggets of things that you might want to try either today, right now, or this week, or this month. So they're, just 1% better, with whether it be a daily basis, a weekly basis, or a year. So if you got 1% better each month, if you just concentrated on one thing, 1% better, by the end of the year, you'd be 12% better in something. How many years would that be? And then you're 100% better at it. Mind blown. Ooh, little brain cells popping all over the place. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't already, go hit up if you want more information or want to work with me. You can go to www.hipthehoopla.com. That is my website. I have online courses. I work with people and coach them and mentor them worldwide on health, humor, and hooping, or, with all of those things. And dance, martial arts, cartooning, all kinds of stuff. So I have a varied background of really neat things that blend into the unique person I am and unique experiences that I have that I can share to help you in your journey. You have your journey of your own, and you have your unique experiences. So perhaps I can help you with how to navigate the next levels of your journey from your experiences as well. So give it a shout out, give me a call, contact me, connect with me, and let's work together. Alrighty. So thank you so much for being here. Rock on. Peace out. Bye.